I'm here with the owner of the NFC, David OBLAS. David, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. Fight night here tonight.
We are here second time in Alpharetta, Georgia.
Yes, second time. Huge crowd, great enthusiasm. We'll be back.
What is the biggest challenge organizing events like this here in Georgia?
So tonight the biggest challenge has been the Athletic Commission just launched online registration for fighters, and I've been doing that for the last hour and a half for some trainers that waited till the last second. So I've been sitting at the desk doing that for an hour and a half, so that has been the absolute biggest challenge tonight.
David, what does it mean for you personally? You making so many guys' dream comes true, starting with the MMA?
I love it. I mean, we've sent over 100 guys to the UFC, PFL, Bellator, BKFC. Our goal is that you fight for us and you move on to the bigger leagues, and that you don't fight for us forever. We want you to fight a couple times, go amateur, pro, and make it to the big store.
What message would you like to send to everyone who support you, the fighters, teams, fans?
Yeah, I mean, all the fighters, the fans, the trainers, the gymos that support us, thank you. You know, it's meant the world to us. You couldn't do it without us. We couldn't do it without you guys. It's worked well together. We're at NFC 179. Been doing this 23 years and have no plans to stop or slow down.
What is the future of the NFC? Any big plans?
I've got the rest of 2025 set, working on 2026 right now. We're doing our first ever kickboxing tournament. We're doing our 4th or 5th jiu-jitsu tournament. Possibly looking to combine those two together next year, rent out an enormous place for that. So we've got some really cool plans for next year that I think are going to come together and be attainable.
What is the last message for all the fans that follow you and follow your organization?
Yeah, thank you guys for supporting us through all the years. 23 years NFC, we've been doing this, and hopefully 23 more plus.
We are here at the NFC Fight Night, and I'm here with...
So I'm Coach Rory Singer at SBG Athens. We're one of the longest running MMA and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu academies in the state of Georgia. SBGAthens.com. We're SBG Athens on Instagram, really just on Facebook and Instagram. But if you're interested in the Athens area, then you won't find a better academy and more experienced 2 world champions in the UFC, Forrest Griffin and Brian Bowles, multiple fighters. We've got a great amateur team, a couple of pros, and if you want to do this, then you should just search us out. We're easy to find, like I said, SBGAthens.com, and there's always room on the mats, 4,000 plus square feet. So all you got to do is just come on in and start training with us.
How many guys did your gym have competing tonight?
So tonight we have just the 2. We have the first fight going out, HOLDEN HEIST. He's making his amateur debut. And then later on the night, the title fight at 125 is Alex Smith. He'll be defending his title for the first time, I believe, since winning it back in, I want to say he won it in Athens when we had the Athens show. So this will be his first title defense against Chad Risley, who's come up from 115. So pretty excited about that fight as well.
Good.
We had 4 originally, but James got hurt. He was fighting in what would have been the main event pro fight. And then my other guy, Nick Dye, unfortunately got hurt. It's the first time, I think, in almost the 30-year history that we've been competing that I've had to pull out probably 1, and especially never pulled out 2.
What does this event mean for you and for your team?
So what does this evening mean?
Yeah, this event.
No, this event, I mean, we have been building our amateur team for some time now. At one point in time, the hardcore gym is what we used to be called. Back when Forrest was fighting, I was fighting. We had 12 people in the UFC, world champions. So these events are just, they just mean that we are slowly getting ourselves back into a place that we once occupied, but you got to get amateurs before you can get pros. We've got one of my amateurs making his pro debut in, next weekend in Alabama. So we're slowly putting some pros back on the map and slowly building back to where we were, which was one of their premier fight teams in the country.
How do you prepare amateur fighters for a night like this?
We just train. We don't prepare specifically for fighters or their tendencies. We just are in the room, always alive, using the ecological dynamics approach through the constraints-led approach to build representative practice design and just try and get our guys good in all the ranges, but also really good in the transitions. So we spend a lot of time shoot boxing, which is say box with shots. We do a lot of MMA rounds. We do rounds on the cage, rounds on the ground, working to get up. Just a lot of different things that just help develop a well-rounded fighter. And then my fighters or our fighters go out and they try and put their will on their opponent and worry less about what their opponent's going to do to try so that we don't get sucked into their game. We're always just worried about our games and our skills and our tactics and strategies, and If they're well prepared, they'll have a good fight. Sometimes they're well prepared, have a good fight and win. Sometimes they're well prepared, have a good fight and they lose. But that's the nature of amateur fighting, is to get them prepared to one day start their 0-0 pro career.
What do you think that the fighters will learn from this experience?
Well, my amateurs especially, since that's what we have on our card tonight, will hopefully just gain experience, learn how to control their emotions, learn how not to go out and immediately, shoot their wad and get spent and lose their, and just not feel well in the cage, just experience. So the experience is the experience, because none of this matters in the grand scheme of their careers if they decide to go pro. So gain experience, don't get hurt. Hopefully be able to get back in the gym next week, take a day or two off, but get back in the gym and begin to train and improve. See where the holes are tonight so that we can go back in and work those maybe a little more specifically. Did a guy have a hard time getting off the cage? Did he have a hard time getting up from the ground onto the cage? Have a hard time defending takedowns, things of that nature. So we gain knowledge of what might be lacking or what the holes might be, and we go back in the gym and we work on that and get ready for the next one.
How important are the events like this for the local MMA?
Oh, well, events like the NFC and what David OBLAS has been doing for nearly 30 years are super important, because he's constantly having fights. There's constantly opportunities, and without those opportunities, you have to travel like we're going to Alabama. So it's not too far away. It's 3.5 hours. It's not terrible, but if there aren't shows in Georgia and there aren't shows in this region, then you are now having to not compete in the cage, but having to compete with all the other fighters in their states to try and get opportunities. So having opportunities like this, it's one of the best things that could happen for us, is to have David have all these opportunities for our fighters.
I'm here with
HEIST.
Amazing fight. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. I feel tired. I'm ready to fuck up some Ben & Jerry's ice cream, smoke me a cigar.
What was the game plan coming to the fight?
Game plan was to piece him up from afar, keep distance. That shit did not happen. I just threw a bunch of shit and knocked him out.
It was a very quick finish. Did he surprise you with something?
No, not really.
And what's next for you?
It's a great question. I might go active duty. I'm currently in the Army Reserves. I'm contemplating it. Or I might fight here again, so we'll see.
What does this victory means for you in the future?
Start of a career, first fight. So just a first step in the game, baby.
How soon you want to fight again?
Shit, let's do next month.
Any message for your fans that follows you?
Buy some Sunheist glasses. Go to SPG Athens if you want to learn how to beat some ass like me.
I'm here with
Diego Lima with American Top Team, Team Lima.
Where people or fans can find you?
Man, American Top Team, Team Lima, we're in Duluth, Georgia, so come check us out, man. We have plenty of guys, great atmosphere to train, so, come see us.
If someone wants to start with MMA,
that's the place to be. Let's go. Boo.
Diego, how many guys have your gym competing tonight?
Tonight we got about 7 guys, and then 1 is a jiu-jitsu match, and then we have 6 MMA fights and 3 that fell off. So it would have been more, but it happens.
What does this event mean for you and for your team?
Man, it means huge, anytime we're able to compete with so many guys like that, it's just amazing, that's something I want to build, man. I've been there before, I want to bring this guy with, everyone with us, so it's amazing, man, to see. It really is.
How do you prepare amateur fighters for a night like this?
Man, we're prepared like a pro, because the top is where I want them to get, so we look at it as a pro already, there's no amateur preparing, we all prepare the same way, these rounds are a little bit shorter, so that's the only difference, that sometimes they go 3 minutes instead of 5, but that's it, it's the same thing.
What do you think that the fighters will learn from this experience?
Man, just experience. I told them, amateurs, they're like, oh, I want to get a knockout and all. And I'm like, no, man, go to a decision. Amateurs about getting the experience, feeling the cage, feeling how it is, feeling the crowd. So when you go pro, you've been in every position, So I tell them, man, be in every position, top, bottom, bad, just fight, have the experience. So it's good.
How important are events like this for the local MMA?
man, for local MMA is amazing. You know, this company's been here for a long time, man. I fought for an NFC back in my day, so just to see where David OBLAS took this, man, it's awesome to see, you know. And, you know, hopefully more will follow, and let's keep it going, man.
You used to be at the UFC Ultimate Fighter. Do you miss those days?
Here and there, you know. When I train, I don't. But, you know, watching, yes. When you watch it, you're like, man, I was there, you know, it's awesome. So, definitely.
Baron, amazing fight. First round finish. How do you feel?
Awesome. Amazing. Expected it to be a little longer, but it's still good.
What was the game plan coming to the fight?
Keep him away with my jabs, and then I wasn't planning on taking down, but it just he happened to wobble very early, so I took him down. Yep.
Looks like easy victory. Did he surprise you with something?
I guess the two to the head, two to my face. After that, I was like, I need to put my hands up, and then I got him back with a counter.
It was pretty fast finish, no damage, so you're pretty much ready for the next fight.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like nothing happened.
What does it mean for you, the victory, you know, to the future?
Oh, that to keep on training harder and make sure I don't take any damage next time. Yep, that's about it. I'm trying to go to that UFC. So,
did you feel any pressure before the fight?
Little, very little. I wanted to feel more so I can be more on edge, but I wasn't nervous that much. Then when I stepped into the cage, it was all gone. No nervousness, no nothing. I was like, damn, let me just fight him.
Because how long you trained at the American Top Team?
About 2.5 years.
So you basically know those guys, you do sparrings, you grapple?
Yes.
And you have those guys over here to support you?
Yes.
How that feels?
Yes, absolutely. I couldn't have done nothing without them. They basically molded me into what I am today.
Okay, so last thing, what's the message for your fans and the sparring partners?
I love you. You guys are the reason I'm this sharp. I was able to win my first fight. And yeah, I'm happy to go back to start training again, be even better.
I'm here with
Tim Stout with Independent MMA in Noonan, Georgia.
How many guys do you have over here tonight?
We have one guy, one fighter. Yep, his name's DEVYN VILLAFANE. He's been training with me since he was about 10 years old. So he's about 25, 15 years.
What does this event mean for you and for your team?
The event I love because I was fought professionally. I've been retired for about 15 years. So I was on actually David OBLAS's first MMA card. He was the boxing promoter, and Brett Moses was the MMA promoter. So I fought on that first card. So I've been with this organization a long time.
How do you prepare the amateur fighters for a fight like this?
We prepare them pretty similar as we do the pros. We just have to limit to what they're doing. We'll make sure they're doing their conditioning. They got to be proficient in boxing and kickboxing and wrestling and jiu-jitsu. So we've got to make sure they're checking all those boxes through their training.
What do you think that your fighters learn from this experience over here?
I hope he learns that hard work pays off. The harder you work, the luckier you get.
How important are events like this for the local MMA?
They're very important, and the sanctioning that Georgia has, and with the NFC, you know, they're pretty strict. So they make sure they're training, they make sure they're ready to go, and they make sure they're safe, and they're in a safe atmosphere. They're not fighting in a backyard or a bar somewhere. So it's very beneficial for people coming up.
You are from Noonan, Georgia. If someone wants to start with MMA at that area, where they can find you?
Okay. It's Independent MMA. We are right next to Texas Roadhouse at I think it's 40 Greenway Court in Noonan, Georgia. We've got about 300 students, about probably a dozen fighters, and a lot of people just train to have a good time.
DEVYN, amazing fight, debut in the NFC.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I feel amazing. It was a great fight. I'm very happy. My opponent stepped in the octagon with me tonight. I was able to walk away with the W.
What was the strategy coming to the fight? Do you want to bang with him or go to the ground?
Definitely want to go to the ground. That's just my hands definitely need some work. And I took the fight on a month notice, so it was a short fight camp for me. I had no idea I was going to be fighting this month. So yeah, we wanted to utilize my strengths and not my weaknesses this fight. But next fight we'll definitely see some more striking.
Did he surprise you with something? Because it looks smooth, you know, the whole fight.
Yeah, no, he definitely caught me with a straight left, and that was my fault. My corner told me southpaw circle to the front foot to the outside, and I didn't, and that's what happens when you don't listen to your corner.
This is your first fight. What is the experience that you're taking home from this fight?
Experience number one is listen to my corner, or not listen, but utilize what my corner tells me, and don't just in one ear out the other ear it, and work on some striking.
And how does that feel, being a crowd?
Oh, it's amazing. Great people out there. A lot of amazing people came out to support me, and I really appreciate everyone that stepped out tonight.
And any message for your friends and teammates?
Just thank you guys so much. You guys made this happen. It wasn't me. Without a team, I wouldn't be anybody. So thank you guys.
I'm here with the current champ.
XAVIER X-Man HICKS.
How do you enjoy not fighting and supporting your team?
I mean, it feels good. You know, I'm here for my buddy Chad, the rest of the ATT family, Bimmy, Chris. A few guys already won, so, you know, we came out here to rock the show.
When are you going to see you fight again?
We're going to have a date. Right now, just going to enjoy this little break. Just came off a win, defending my title for the first time. So, yeah, I'm enjoying the fruit of my labor right now.
Okay, thank you so much and see you next time.
Of course. Peace.
I am here with the champ.
Alex Smith.
How does it feel?
Feels great. Feels like another fun night. Great opportunity to defend my belt, and I'm very happy with my performance.
It was a very hard fight. Did everything go by the plan?
Basically, I didn't really go in there with a plan other than to control myself and control what I could, and I think I did a very good job of that. Had to fight him off my back in the first round, but came out in the second with a better pressure and got him up against the cage and took him down.
How much did you have to adjust to his style?
I was in the moment, and I guess quick adjustments. It didn't really take a lot of thought process. You just stay in the moment and react based on what he's giving you and what I'm giving him.
In what moment did you know you got him?
When I had his back, I thought I could keep him there pretty well. Took a little bit to open up his neck and sink in the choke, but you know I was ready to go other places if that's where the fight led me.
And what was the hardest part for your preparation?
Weight cutting, just embracing the grind and everything else like that. There's a part of that I enjoy, but there are always those bad days where you're hungry and you just got to suffer through.
You came from SBG Athens. Great night for you guys.
Yep. Been there ever since I started doing MMA. We had a great night. Went 2-0. It's just a great night for SBG.
Any message for your friends that want to start with the MMA in the Athens area?
Everybody come check out SBG Athens. It's been my home for 13 years. I love everybody there. Come be a member. Come be a part of my tribe. We'll all embrace each other and make each other better, man. It's a great place to be. No better place in Athens.
Any message for your fans, people who support you, training partners?
Thank you, everybody, man. Everybody out here getting to watch the fights, that's the tip of the iceberg. Everybody I train with, everybody else, you are what brings that berg up. You're underneath the sea, helping me be bigger and raise to higher peaks. Thank you, guys.
Coach, you are very happy tonight.
Very happy. Went 2-0. 2-0 is better than 1-1 or 0-2. To have Alex come out here and for the second time, well, first time win the belt in stunning fashion with a third round finish of a young, up-and-coming amateur, soon-to-be pro, and then to do what he did against Chad tonight. Again, young kid, 25, future as a pro, going to be skilled now. Just didn't happen for him tonight because Alex just had the antidote. Just knew how to handle it. Just defend himself when he was on his when he had his back in the first round, and was able to finish on top. Really put some punches on him, tire him out a little bit. He got up after that first round. You could tell he was visibly fatigued, and then to just be able to come out, press him against the cage. We knew we didn't want to have a strike fight with him, and be able to take him down, get on his back, hold him there, and submit him pretty quickly. It's fantastic.
I'm here with
IVEY and SHOLLAR.
You told me this is your first NFC event. How do you enjoying it?
Oh, it's been amazing. I've gotten front row seats for free, so you can't beat that.
So what is the most exciting part of tonight?
Well, I got to see two different championship fights, the flyweight and the featherweight, which was awesome. I got to see boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, double takedowns. I saw it all, so.
Do you have any favorite fighter?
I would have to say my favorite fighter would be, I think this was his debut, so this is his first fight today. It was HOLDEN, I believe. He was one of the first fighters. He had a snake on his neck. He was really cool, so.
How do you feel walking into the ring with the card?
Amazing. Well, when they play a song, I feel 10 times better. It's a little awkward when there's no music, but I love to see my family in the audience, and I love walking around and getting dressed, so I feel great.
So what is the most difficult part of your job?
I would probably say making sure that the belt's not upside down and that the sign is facing the right way and that the medal is also facing the audience and I don't put it on incorrectly. So.
Any message for the girls that want to be ring girls?
Oh, of course. If you want it, go for it. Email everybody that you can. Post on TikTok, tag, #GreenGirls. Hopefully they'll find you and just keep thriving and pushing to become one.
So hopefully we will see you again. And what's your Instagram or Facebook that people can find you?
Of course. My Instagram is ivey.SHOLLAR, and then my TikTok is Ivey Anna Scholler with 2 N's. So.